Ridgefield Tigers hockey presented by MVP TV. I'm your host, Michael Conchator, alongside my co-host, Christian Conchator, for today's game between the Ridgefield Tigers visiting in the Dorothy Hamill Ice Arena the Greenwich Cardinals. The Greenwich Cardinals 6-11 on the season, the Tigers 7-11. The Tigers coming off of a huge win against Northwest Catholic, who had previously beaten the Cardinals earlier in this season. They won in overtime by the hands of Jack DeMarco, number 24, who scored the OT winner for the Tigers this Saturday. Greenwich also coming off of a win against West Hill, 5-3 they won on Saturday as well. So both teams looking hot, looking to end the season off strong in their final two games of the regular season. Christian, what are you looking for this game? We've seen Gallagher light the lamp against this team earlier this year. Do you think he's got it again?
You know, Michael, it's a good question, and I hope he does. You know, it's two teams that maybe didn't get enough out of this season than they were expecting, but they are two teams that are capable of surprising you, and the Ridgefield Tigers did that in their first game of the year against Fairfield Prep. Now, they play Fairfield Prep again in their last game of the season, so this will be a preparation game for them, getting set, getting going, and yes, like you said, Timmy Gallagher, he's going to be central if the Tigers are going to get on the board. There were 12 goals between these two teams last time out. Ridgefield had 7 of them. If they can do that again tonight, they'll come out on top.
And CT High School Hockey Report predicted that the Tigers will take this game, but in a close and high-scoring game. So we are excited to see what this game has in store for you. Take a look and a lookout, really, for 14, Trent O'Neill, one of the captains for the Greenwich Cardinal team, a strong defenseman, as long with Bowden Farmer wearing number 25 for the Cardinals, dressed in white and red. The Tigers sporting their black uniforms. Karsten Blockley, number 22, the first player to wear a Captain C for the Ridgefield Tigers since about 2012-2013 season. And with the new addition of head coach Rob Miller and assistant Alex Schneider in their first season, that was a decision that was made, and one that's liked between the community. It's definitely a fresh look for this Tigers club.
And you know, Alex Schneider was actually the goaltender on that Tigers team that was having the last set of captains. I believe he even was a captain on that team. So interesting to see how it all comes full circle. But just for looking at this warm-up, Michael, you got to take a look at number 5, Justin Simonello. He looks like he's ready to start quick tonight, and that's what it's going to take. Like I said, a lot of goals are expected. We'll see what happens in this first period.
And now just a minute left in warm-ups. We will send you to a break. We'll hear the national anthem, and we will be ready for first period action here at the Dorothy Hamill Skating Rink in Greenwich, Connecticut. We'll see you soon. Stay tuned. And fans, looks like we're about set to get started here for first period action between the Tigers and the Cardinals. The Tigers starting lineup, number 17, Joey Couch will be one of the wingers. Centering Couch and Gallagher is number 6, Craig Hertwig, and then Timmy Gallagher playing right wing, number 13. The defenseman of Dean Scully, number 23. And it looks like Bennett Rose, number 2, will also start for the Tigers. Starting side here for the Greenwich Cardinals. In goal, number 34, Will Salib. Number 2, John Meehan. Number 10, Luca Medico. Hayden Odelfelt, number 18. Number 20, Will Flatto. And number 23, Teddy Johnson. And I believe I forgot the starting goaltender for the Tigers. Most important piece of the Ridgefield team, number 35, James Britton. And we are away. Tigers win the faceoff. Nice play there by Couch to win it back. Hertwig with the helper on the wing. Pass over to Joey Couch from Rose. Now he'll get possession and hit it over the red line and deep into the Cardinal zone. Good forecheck here from Gallagher. Here's the shot. That one just goes wide. And a really good opportunity already here for the Tigers.
Just went off the end of his tape there. He had a really good chance to score on that one.
Now Bennett Rose, backhanded pass over to Scully, reverses the side. The Tigers will reset in their defensive zone. Rose, chip pass over to Gallagher. He'll hit the boards, and Hertwig just behind that pass, and it was a little bit too quick, but he'll actually beat out the icing. Nice forecheck there and hustle from Hertwig. Behind the net, now trying to wrap it around is Joey Couch. He's wearing an A for this Tigers club. And the Cardinals will come out with the puck. Here's John Meehan along the wall, gets around Bennett Rose. He'll now hold possession in the neutral zone. He'll enter from the center side. Now holding on the forehand, here's the shot. Big save by Britton in that one. A nice rebound gotten on net, but it just slips wide. That chance by Will Jacobs.
Great wide move there by Meehan to set up that chance for Greenwich.
Gallagher now, quick pass over to Rose. Now back over to Gallagher, the shot. Big save there by Salib in front of the net. Golden opportunity again for Gallagher. He gets his second of the game.
Great chance there for Gallagher while he's skating backwards. So hard to stay oriented.
Bennett Rose now chips it along the wall over to Breezak, who will now move it over to Avalani. Avalani to Marco. Backhanded pass over to Avalani, and that one will be covered up there by Salib. Stoppage of play with 13:32 to go in the first. 0-0 the score remains.
Already a couple good chances here. You're going to see this on your screen. This is the wide shot, rebound chance, and just wide here on the attempt. Ridgefield unscathed, but they had chances at their end as well.
Fast flying first period so far in the first minute and 28 seconds. Face-off won there by Avalani. The Tigers will take possession, but now stolen back by the Cardinals. Kaysman now tripped in the neutral zone. The players and fans wanted a call. They will not get one. Breezak now hits the red line, dumps it in deep, or tries to at least, but that one will be stopped by the Cardinals. Face-off now, not face-off, now the shot. Tipped on net by DeMarco. That one will be stopped by Salib and gotten out to the corner. Now a big rebound for DeMarco out in front of the slot, and that one will go wide. Looks like Kyle Valea comes down for his defensive end to place him forward. Taken by Troy Murray, trying to get it out, and he will do so. Out to the neutral zone. Here comes Carson Blockley on the backhand. Now opens up the hips. And a very good forecheck here from the Cardinals. Blockley able to get it out of the zone.
This game's already getting chippy, Michael. You can tell these two teams are finishing their checks every chance they get.
Good forecheck here from the Cardinals. They'll retain possession. Four-handed chance. Nice stick lift there by Carson Blockley. Could have been called a hooking, but it's not. And a nice dump in there by 14 and Ryder Broderick for the Tigers. Now Ridgefield going to work on the forecheck. Slapped forward there by Hayden Odelfelt. It will be an icing as he was behind the red line. And he sent that one down from his own end. 12:19 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Faceoff's going to be to the left of Salib. He's spilling over the boards for the Tigers. Kyle Valella in to take the faceoff. That one won back by the Cardinals. It's Ryan Matthews off the boards over to 23 and Teddy Johnson. He'll chip that one forward for John Meehan. Meehan on the forehand. Here's the shot. Big save there by Britton. And a routine one at that. 12:08 to go.
Good job by Britton. Not allowing the rebound on that one. That's what this Greenwich team is going to try to do. They're going to try to put pucks on net and look for dirty goals like that. It's going to be on Britton to minimize those rebounds.
Here comes the Tigers' first line of forwards onto the ice. And you can tell these guys play with a different pace of play. Timmy Gallagher and Craig Hertwig have chemistry unmatched in the FCX. Here's the shot from the point. Big save. Big rebound spills out, but Hertwig is the first player on that one. Passing it out to Couch. He'll chip that one along into the Cardinal zone. That one now on a delayed offsides. The Cardinals will take possession. Nice pass over there by the Cardinals. Better interception by Bennett Rose in the neutral zone. They'll pass it out to Scully. His try was intercepted by the Cardinals. Murray now behind the goal line. This one is Dylan Murray. There's 3 on the Cardinals team. Now passing it over to John Meehan. Meehan in front, and that one will go out to the point. Here's Matthews. Plays it behind the wall for Meehan. Meehan now below the goal line. Passes it out to the front on the backhand, and that one will chip back to his stick. Forehand shot. Big rebound, and nice job by Gallagher trying to get it out, but kept in there by Matthews. Gallagher chips off the glass. Hertwig now racing with Matthews for possession. Matthews
physical play.
Making quick work of Hertwig as he places him in the corner. Chipped up and out into the neutral zone by the Cardinals. They'll go off for a change. So will the Tigers. Braden Kaseman now chips it over to Hertwig, who will stick that one into the Greenwich Cardinal zone. Here's Matthews now getting the puck. He's been on there a while now for the Cardinals. Kept in by Blockley. Now gotten out, but another keep in by Blockley. Finally sticked away there by 13. And Dylan Murray, he'll go off for a change. Now the Tigers, another turnover in their defensive zone. They've had a couple of those so far in this game. Now Kaseman with another turnover, back out to the point, and that one will be Murray with the shot. Big rebound, but Britton will jump on that one. 10 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, it wasn't so much at the start, but Tigers have shown a little bit of struggle breaking the puck out of their own end. Got to find a man, go tape to tape. Right now they're just kind of throwing it and hoping. Greenwich is there to keep the puck in time and time again. They got to pick up Teddy Johnson, the captain for this Greenwich team. He's in front battling for position.
Here's Murray with the shot. Big blocker stop off into the corner there by Britton. Here's Breezak with the forecheck out to the point, and it's kept in there by the Cardinals. Carson Blockley in the far end corner in the Tigers zone will chip it out over to DeMarco. DeMarco back over to Breezak. Breezak will hit the red line on the right side. And now hold it with the forehand. Pass over to the front, and that one was just going far post and wide of the net. Trying to keep that one is Valea. It's taken here by Aiden Murray of the Cardinals. He'll dump that one in on net, and Britton will get it out to his defenseman. Now Scully passing it over to Hertwig. And that wasn't actually Hertwig, that was Justin Simonello. Sporting his brother's number 5 as Angelo Simonello, a graduate 2 years ago. One of the more electric players that the Tigers have ever seen. Now 20, Will Flatto holding the puck, passing it out to 7, who's John Oliver, who gets a backhand on that puck, trying to get around Scully. Scully now battling for possession, and Flatto makes a nice hit. Now in front, and that one just goes wide of the net. And a really good opportunity there from Max Corbo. Can't put it home.
It's a good forecheck there by Oliver for Greenwich, getting in there, laying the body. These two teams are physical early.
And as you were saying that, Christian, he'll lay another hit, and the Cardinals forecheck, just like you're saying, they're working today. They'll go off for a change. Now fresh bodies here for the Cardinals. Dean Scully having trouble getting the puck out of his own net. Another good forecheck. Now out to the front. Here's the shot. That one's blocked there by Corbo, his own player. And the shot taker was Hayden Odelfelt, looking for the first goal of this game. Dumped just wide of the net. Odelfelt with another good forecheck. Bounces it off Scully's skate, and that one will go in wide. Below the goal line now, the Tigers and the Cardinals fight for possession. It's passed out over to Hertwig, who's now trying to fly the zone, but can't do so as the Cardinals will keep it in their own offensive end. Here's the shot. Big save by the glove of Britton. Now just 8 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the first.
Good job getting a whistle there by Britton, but just right now, Tigers not able to break the puck out of their own end. This is some good pressure right now, and here's the replay. You can see that is a shot that just misses.
Got a lot of room there on Britton's blocker side. Good thing he missed it.
You can see by the goal cam there, all that net that was available on that right side of your screen.
Now face off in the Tigers' end to the left of Britton after the stoppage of play. Carson Blockley trying to use the boards to get it out. Good forecheck here from Gallagher, and now the Tigers finally able to get it out to the neutral zone. They'll enter the offensive from the right side, passing over to Gallagher. Here's the shot. Big save there by Salim. But the rebound out. Now out to the point. Carson Blockley holds, fires, and that one's blocked again. Joey Couch now, shot, big rebound out to the corner. Taken by Gallagher, wraparound shot from the corner. Will be stopped, will be gotten out by the Cardinals, and it's going to be an icing. Good opportunities there from the Tigers.
Yeah, you can see a flurry of chances off the rebound there. They're going to start to work it. That was a wide open net as the goaltender for Greenwich there, Salib, got out of his crease, but Tigers not able to finish.
Face off to the left of Salib in the Cardinals' end. And it's won by the Cardinals. Now 15. Cam Glickman will take the puck and dump it in deep. That one will go too far for his player's stick, and it will be icing. 7 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, there's no hybrid icing. As soon as the puck crosses the goal line, they're going to blow the whistle. Doesn't matter who's winning the foot race.
Good chances for both the Tigers and the Cardinals today in this game. Seems like the Cardinals are really hemming the Tigers in, though, in their own end.
Yeah, they've had a good couple of minutes, but still no score on the board yet. And that's the important thing for the Tigers right now.
Face-off won there by Joey Couch. Really nice win back to get it to Scully, but can't handle that puck. It'll go out to the neutral zone. The Tigers will dump it in after hitting the red line. Now it looks like Cam Glickman trying to get that puck out to his winger. A good forecheck here from Gallagher. Glickman still holding in the corner. Now out to the point. Bennett Rose the shot. That one's blocked. And a really good job to step in front of that one there from Alex Zukovsky. Zukovsky now hits Gallagher off the puck. Now Scully backhands the puck into the Cardinal zone. Looks like it's Glickman again with the puck, trying to hit the red line. Now passing it over to Zukovsky, making a move to the middle. Here's the big save there by Britton. Another one on the chance from the right side rebound. Now DeMarco with speed, coming out from his own end, and it looks like Scully had his stick in between Zukovsky's hands there, and he will go down.
And that was behind the play. That was not a part of that breakout there. Looked like the Tigers were moving up the ice with speed, but instead they're going to go to the penalty kill here.
So one of the few opportunities that the Tigers have gotten on the
Yeah, you can see from the replay there. He takes him down in front. Stick gets up in the body there, and player goes down right in front of the referee. Not going to get away with that one very often.
Now the first power play opportunity of this game will go to the Cardinals. Walking the line here is John Meehan. The righty will hold it on his forehand. Now goes around the net, around Carson Blockley, and he'll move the puck over. Here's the shot. Big save there by Britton off the shot from Hayden Olafelt.
Yeah, Olafelt didn't get all of that. Kind of fluttered on net, and Britton was able to see it the whole way.
Minute 46 to go in the Cardinal power play. 6:50 to go in the first period. Face off to the right of Britton, one back by Gallagher. But now the Cardinals will jump on possession. Carson Blockley now trying to hit the glass and get it out. He does so. Now the pass out to Hertwig, holding on his forehand. Here's the shot. That one will just go high and wide. Now Olafelt for the Cardinals will chip it all the way back to Matthews, who will start play back from behind the goal line. Chips it over to Meehan. Now Meehan with speed over on the far end of the ice to the backhand. And he was going too fast for his own liking. He'll get the puck back in the corner. Now over, a big save there by Carson Blockley as he gets a leg in front of that one. Passing it across. It was Matthews to Murray. Now Murray will walk. Back over to Matthews, the shot. Chipped down by Olafelt. And the Cardinals will retain possession. Reynolds now gotten out, almost there by Hertwig as it goes off of Murray's arm. And Gallagher will get that one down the length of the ice. Now just 45 seconds to go in the Cardinal power play.
Yeah, and the physicality for Greenwich right now is to their advantage. You can tell Ridgefield getting the puck off their tape quick because they know they're going to get hit.
Now Meehan now. Trying to make quick work there of Hudson Block, and his pass around the boards will be too much there for Matthews to handle. It will go down the length of the ice, and a good forecheck here from George Avalani. Looks like it's Dylan Murray. He'll regain possession, 2-on-1, passes it over. Here's the shot. Big save there by Britton. Now another rebound, stopped by the left pad, and it will slip in. Referee originally not calling the goal, then will now point to the goal. It's 1-0 Cardinals.
Referees are talking about something behind the net. Let's take another look at this.
Yeah, from that angle, it did look like it crossed the goal line. What do you think, Christian?
Well, you can tell the Greenwich players right away, they react as if it's across the line. Let's get a closer look here from our behind-the-net cam. It's close.
It's close.
It's really close.
That middle bar is...
Yeah, we don't get a good look at it.
But you can see it looked like Caseman tried to make a sweeping stop there with the stick, and Rob Miller wants to talk about it with the referees. I believe the goal will stand. There's no checking that replay. And, of course, with the help of MVP TV, we'd be the only ones that would be able to provide you with that beautiful-looking shot. And even from our angle, it was hard to tell. So the referee originally calling it no goal, then pointing towards the net, signifying a goal. So it will be 1-0. Face-off to resume at center ice. Just the scoreboard hasn't been updated. Finally, it will be. And 5:16 to go here in the first. Let's see if the Tigers can answer. Lockley now below the goal line. Here comes the Cardinals with their good forecheck once again. Pass over to DeMarco, kept in there by the referee's skate. And now in the far side corner, here's a backhand towards the net. That one will go high and wide off the chip. Rizak trying to get the puck out for the Tigers. Now Caseman holding it on his forehand. Passing it out to Avalani, who will now move it over to Brizak. Brizak gets around his man, enters the offensive zone from the right side. Trying to chip it back for DeMarco, and he'll get hit off the puck. Kept in there by Carson Blockley. Shot on net, and that one was a big enough rebound for somebody to jump on it. First player was Salib. He'll get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, let's see how the Tigers respond to that. Kind of a controversial call, if you will. No coach's challenge in high school hockey. What was weird about the play was that the ref called it no goal. But then he called it a goal without seeing it across the line.
Yeah. Seems like he almost went off of the reaction from the Cardinals players.
That's what I was going to say. I didn't want to say it first, though, Michael.
Hertwig now getting out to Scully, who will give it back over to Hertwig on the wall. Now he'll have some room. The shot blocked there by Gallagher as he was standing towards Salib. And that one went off of his back foot.
Nearly picked it off for a good scoring chance there, but
looks like no icing against the Cardinals as Scully had a chance to play that one. Now Reynolds, backhanded pass towards the front, stopped there by Britton, now gotten out to the point. Big block there from Hertwig, but the Cardinals able to keep it in. Now Bennett Rose takes possession for the Tigers. Passing it over to Timmy Gallagher. He'll enter from the center. Here's the shot. Beautiful. Quick release. That one stopped there by Salib's blocker and taken out by the Cardinals. They'll head the other way with John Meehan holding the puck. He'll answer from the left side. Here's the shot. Big save there by Britton. He'll stick that one into the netting. 3:52 to go in the first.
Yeah, all things considered, Britton has been extremely good in this first period. He's seen the majority of the action in his end, and he's stood tall for everything except that one that squeaked through. Did it even squeak through? I guess we have to live with that now. And Ridgefield seems like they've got a little bit of energy, and they're looking to respond quickly.
Face off one here by the Cardinals in their offensive zone. Looks like behind the play, Valea giving his centerman some trouble after the faceoff. Far end kept in on the half wall there by the Cardinals. Taken here by Braden Caseman, who will reverse the side over for Carson Blockley. Blockley now passing it over. And that one was chipped forward there by Ryder Broderick. Good forecheck here from the Tigers, Justin Simonello. And there by Valea below the goal line. Now squeaks out. Valea passing that one over to Reynolds. Taken back by the Cardinals in the neutral zone. A little bit of slap-happy hockey here from both sides. Nobody really getting a clear possession on it. Now moving over. Looks like a delayed offsides for the Cardinals. And they'll go off for a change. The Tigers now. Justin Simonello. He'll hit the red line. He'll dump it in deep on net. So Salib will register a save there. Taken here by Bennett Rose as he'll take that one in the neutral zone. Looks like it's Luca Medico. Passing it over to Murray. Taken by the Tigers. Good forecheck here in the corner. Now Brizak out of the corner. Big save there by Salib. It looks like Jack DeMarco's helmet has fallen off. Not sure if they're going to have anything called. But it seems like the faceoff will be outside of the Cardinal zone. So a little bit of a tough angle there to see how his helmet comes off. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. You can see it right there in the end of the replay.
Yeah, you can see the hit there from Zukowski.
Yep.
And it does dislodge the helmet, but I guess no penalty. You just got to stop play if somebody loses their lid. And that's the rule here in high school hockey. Looks like it was a scoring chance for the Tigers, too, there. But puck didn't cross the line in any event. Tigers are doing a good job getting the puck in deep, but they're not really establishing any zone time right now. They're getting the puck deep, but Greenwich is having no problem
Now it looks like Rob Miller trying to have a conversation with one of the referees. He was a little bit confused on why there was no call, as was I, because it was behind the play, but the call that Greenwich got for their power play was also behind the play. So now Scully will chip that one over to Hertwig. He'll hit the red line, dump it in deep, but it looks like he was in pain getting off the ice there. So Jack DeMarco will spill over the boards in place of Hertwig. That would be a crushing loss for the Tigers to lose. It looks like Avalani's going to go to the box here for interference, as a late hit after the play will send him packing. He's taken down right in front of the net there, but yeah, Avalani going to the box.
Avalani was taken down there without the puck in front of the net. Thought we could have had both players go off, but nope, it's going to be a Ridgefield penalty kill.
Bennett Rose has his hands in the air, saying, well, what about the retaliation? No retaliation call here, so now with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first, the Cardinals will get a golden opportunity to make this game 2-0.
You saw the replay there. This is a physical hockey game so far in this first period. These are two teams that aren't necessarily fond of one another.
It's an FCAC matchup. The Cardinals trying to avoid the season sweep, as the Tigers won their first matchup at the Winter Garden Ice Arena in Ridgefield by the score of 7-5. But the Cardinals will go back to work on their power play. Here's the shot from the point. Easily saw there by Britton, as there was nobody in front of him. He'll swallow that one up with the glove. Just 1 minute and 54 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, just no traffic there, but I like the way Greenwich is moving the puck on their power play. They're doing a good job keeping the puck outside the Ridgefield sticks, and they've been able to generate a lot of chances.
Face-off won by the Cardinals, but it's too fast for Murray to handle. He's now going to take a Gretzky turn towards the bench, and Joey Couch will help out his forechecker, Timmy Gallagher, and get the puck in deep. And actually, it wasn't Couch, it was Hertwig. So Hertwig is back on the ice for the Tigers. Good to know. Big hit there by Kaseman, but now the Cardinals will get possession. 2-on-1 across the zone. Here's the shot. That one is wide, and Britton will stop on the rebound. 1 minute 26 to go in the first.
Yeah, dangerous pinch there. Aggressive defense on the penalty kill by the Tigers. Almost sprung the Cardinals the other way for their second of the game. That's a good job by Britton to keep the puck out of the net. You can see he gets a toe on that, and then he's able to cover it up.
Play resumes with a face-off in the Cardinals zone. They're on the power play. Murray to Matthews, back over to Murray, back over to Matthews. Point play here from the Cardinals. Here's the shot. Big rebound. Stopped there by Britton on Meehan's opportunity to bash it home. But the net will go off.
Another good save by Britton. Take a look at this on your screen. Not enough traffic in front of him. There is the rebound there, but he's up to the task. Net comes off its moorings for the stoppage.
Looks like Meehan didn't get all of that puck that he wanted. But he'll pass it over to Matthews, who mishandles that one, and Bennett Rose will chip it down, but stop there at the point by Meehan. It will slip out to the neutral zone, so the Cardinals will have to regroup. Odelfelt over to Reynolds across the zone. Back over to Odelfelt. He'll now enter the offensive zone from the center. Now pass it over to Meehan. Meehan on the backhand. He'll hold possession, the righty, in between the legs. Now still holding possession. The shot, big rebound, and big save there by Britton off the redirection.
You can hear the oohs and ahs from the fans after that move.
That was a really nice one to get himself some room to take the shot, but a nice save there from Britton on the redirection. Now Reynolds, here's the shot, big save as that one goes into the chest. 25.9 to go in the first and 16 seconds to go in this Cardinals power play.
Yeah, Ridgefield right now, their goal is to just get into the intermission. Down one, maybe you get a quick chance. They have been aggressive on the PK. They've had a couple of shots on net while down to man.
A lot of hockey to go. Now Gallagher bodies his man off the puck, and now the Tigers will have a chance with 20 seconds to bring it down the ice. Greg Hertwig now chips it up into the air below the goal line for the Cardinals, but they'll reverse the side, and they'll head up the ice with steam. Pass over the shot. That one from Will Jacobs will be steered away from Britton. Now just a second to go. And there is the final horn. 1-0 after one. Pretty good period of play from both teams. Christian, what'd you see?
Yeah, one period in the books, and the Tigers obviously are not going to be 100% pleased with the result, but both teams had a lot of chances. There are things to clean up. Obviously, Ridgefield's got to stay out of the box. They spent 4 minutes in this period down a man. So that's going to be the look from the locker room, I'm sure.
Seems like this Cardinals team is really putting their foot on the gas pedal, especially during that forecheck. It's been rampant today against this Tigers team, and you can see the defensemen getting a little weary when they get the puck in their own end.
Yeah, they're getting rid of the puck quick because they know they're going to get hit. Greenwich is finishing their hits every single chance they get, and their physicality has certainly changed the way the Tigers have played that first period. I'm sure they're going to come out in this period ready to go this second one. So we'll see what happens here coming up.
Good opportunities, good chances from both sides. We will swing it to intermission, and that will be a little bit of a break, probably 10 minutes. We'll get a nice cut, and we'll see you back here at the Dorothy Hamill rink in Greenwich, Connecticut for the second period of play. 1 Cardinals, 0 Tigers. We'll see you soon. And fans, welcome back in to the Dorothy Hamill rink in Greenwich, Connecticut. We are here, 1-0. The Cardinals lead the Tigers. Restarting play at center ice for the second period of action. In this game, the second time these two teams are playing each other this season. It's always exciting when you get that grudge match. 7-5, the Tigers skated off at the Winter Garden Ice Arena in Ridgefield, Connecticut, with the win against the Cardinals last time out. Now Joey Couch on with the rest of the first liners here for the Tigers, and they'll win the faceoff. They'll get back to Scully. That pass over to Gallagher indirectly off the boards. Will hop over his stick and faceoff down to start the period for real now. The Tigers at.
Yeah, Tigers like those indirect passes, don't they? Just a matter of finding the right angle, and so far they haven't exactly found the perfect stride, but looking to get that back here in the second period.
Definitely flying out of their own zone, trying to hit that high glass and out, getting the puck in the neutral zone and seeing what can develop from there. Good stick there by Scully. Now here's the shot. It will go high and wide, and it will get all the way out of the zone into the neutral zone, where the Cardinals will take over. Now Reynolds into the zone. Reynolds, but Johnson, my apologies. But now Ryan Morrow will take possession here for the Cardinals. Here's Meehan. Pass off the boards, deep below the goal line, and now he'll get his own rebound. The shot now was in the netting of the net, chipped up high into the air where Britton will stab that one down. 14-16 to go in the second.
Could have easily been a high stick there. As you can see, Britton a little too close for comfort there on the corner.
I think Meehan had the contact with the stick there. You can clearly see from the behind the net cam that his stick was well above the crossbar. Quick shot and a quicker save by the glove of Britton. That one was snapped off of Matthews' stick. That was rifle.
Yeah, Tigers can't afford to have Britton be struck in the head by an errant Meehan stick, but he's been good. That was another good save.
Face-off won by the Tigers. Braden Kaseman, a backhanded pass will reverse the side. Here's now Carson Blockley with a man on him trying to get the puck out of the zone. Kept in by the ferocious forecheck here of the Cardinals. And we were talking about it during the intermission. George Avalani having a really good game here for the Tigers. Really hitting and finishing his checks. One of the only players doing so on the Tigers' side. Offsides there from the Cardinals, 13:43 to go to the second.
Close play there on the offsides. That was not offsides by much. But yeah, like you were saying, Michael, this Greenwich team has been more physical so far in this game. And it's creating a little bit of havoc for the Tigers, who are getting the puck off their tape a little quicker than they maybe should.
Avalani now wins that face-off with the help of Breezak from the wing. He'll come in and take possession from the Tigers. Slapped in there by the Cardinals, and they'll take possession in their offensive zone. At the point, kept in there by Murray. He'll walk down the line, and he'll chip it in deep. Avalani will now take the puck. Places it on the back end for Breezak. Can't get a stick on that one. Now high in the air. And it will finally get out for Jack DeMarco. 2-on-2 opportunity. DeMarco with the shot. It's chipped off to the side, and the Tigers will go for a change. Macklin Landry now on the forecheck for the Tigers. He'll win possession for Ridgefield. Back over to Bennett Rose. Here's the shot. Big save there. And a rebound. A nice stop by Salib. Great job by Valea and the rest of the Tiger crew. But it looks like now a 2-on-1 developing here for the Cardinals. The shot from the right wing. Big save there by Britton. He'll have trouble steering that back into his glove, but he will do so. Now stoppage of play.
Great job by Bennett Rose to close off the angle there on that 2-on-1. Didn't allow a big chance, but here's the replay from the chance for Ridgefield. The rebound and a good save there made by Salib.
Yeah, it gets across the net to the left side in time to make the stop there on Valea. But a really good forechecking opportunity there. And he'll win the faceoff. The Tigers will go back to work in the offensive zone. Beautiful move there by Macklin Landry, but he can't get around his defenseman in Matthews. They'll put it on net, and a stoppage of play ensues. Faceoff to the right of Salib in the Cardinal zone.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they draw it up. If you're Matthews there on defense for Greenwich, they're on the one-on-one. If you can't get the puck, you got to take the man. Certainly did that.
Uses his body to his advantage there. Valea now moves in for the center role for the Tigers. This one's against Hayden Odelfelt. See if he can win the faceoff. He does. Now Carson Blockley walks the line. Here's the shot. Big stop there by a defenseman of the Cardinals. Now gotten back by Valea in the slot. Whiffs on that shot. A nice stick there by the Cardinals. Kept in here by Carson Blockley. Now a shot hits the net. And Salib will steer it off into the far side corner. Looks like Flato now trying to get the puck out for the Cardinals, and the Tigers will keep it in. Wrapped along the boards. Looks like it was Teddy Johnson getting the puck out there for the Cardinals. They'll enter the offensive zone, but it looks like they didn't have full possession. Now behind the net with possession, into the front. Here's the shot. It hits off the post and stays out.
How did that not go in?
We got to take another look at that, and we will have multiple angles on that shot. Let's see it again.
Icing on the other end, but here was the chance here for Greenwich. A pass in front. Net comes off slightly, and there's the post, where the post maybe moved over to that side a little bit. Just enough to help that puck stay out.
You know, the shooter didn't get all of the puck that he wanted, but got enough to hit the net, or part of the net, as the post doesn't count as a shot on net. But boy, oh boy, was that a good opportunity there from the Cardinals. Looks like Joey Couch is taken out of the face-off top because Craig Hertwig was getting a little eager there to jump the line. Face-off won by the Cardinals. Now slap forward. Couch over to Hertwig. That puck will go by him. Now Glickman moves over to the Matthews. A nice steal there from Couch, but it's a little delayed offsides as he pushed the puck into the offensive zone over the blue line as he was behind it. Matthews with speed through the neutral zone, still holding possession on his backhand now. Bass out to the front. Big rebound, alone and nobody on it, and a really nice stick out there from Hertwig. No icing as the Cardinals had a chance to touch up. Good forecheck here from Gallagher and Hertwig. There's the duo. Hertwig now on the forehand. A couple moves and a shot is saved. Rebound gathered by Gallagher. Backhanded slap on net. Stopped by Salib. And the Cardinals are now going to chip it down the length of the ice, trying to pass over there for Max Corbo. It'll not reach his stick. 11:07 to go in the second.
Take a look at this poke check on your screen, the replay there. And this sets up a quick 2-on-1 down low for Ridgefield. Puck gets on net a couple times in this sequence, but again, Salib keeps the puck out of the net all game long. It's been the same story. Salib up to the task.
We've been talking about Britton a lot because he's faced the majority of the shots, but the chances that the Tigers have had have been quality scoring opportunities. And Salib has been standing on his head, especially in the second period. The Tigers seem to have had a really good coaches meeting there with Rob Miller. Beautiful shot right off of the faceoff there from Joey Couch.
That was the shot that got Ridgefield on the MSG 150 a couple years ago.
Absolutely. Last season, Ryan McNicholas had scored a quick goal off of the faceoff here at the Dorothy Hamill Arena on the far side of the other end. And that was a fantastic goal. Quite the goal, and enough to land the Tigers and the Cardinals on MSG's 150 around the league and sports. Now chipped out, tried to get out there by Joey Couch, and Carson Blockley will go to work for the Tigers. And now pass it wrapped along the board here for Hertwig, who will take over possession here for the Tigers. He'll now hit the red line. He'll go off for a change. Joey Couch now, beautiful forecheck. Lays the body on Murray. And now a scrum for possession of the puck. Hertwig now in there to help Couch out. Couch gets the puck below the goal line and without picking his head up, fires it across the zone.
He had a lot more time than he thought there, Michael.
Meehan now tries to reverse the side, but good forecheck here for the Tigers. And it looks like the Tigers will go to the man advantage as Hayden Odellville with the high sticking or a hooking call. Not sure which one it was, but nevertheless, Tigers will go to the power play.
Yeah, even though Greenwich has been the more physical team, Ridgefield has been the team that's been penalized more. This is their first power play, and you can see the call there. That stick gets up there very high. Absolutely a penalty, and so Ridgefield to the power play for their first chance of the night.
So it's actually Luca Medico who will go to the box here for the Cardinals. Tigers' second power play unit will spill over the boards as Ian Breezak looks to take the faceoff. They'll try to push it forward. Good job by the Cardinals to jump on that puck, but they can't get the puck out. It's kept in here by Dean Scully. He's got a lot of time, so he'll walk the line, passes it back over to DeMarco. DeMarco plays it down low. Carson Blockley in front of the net trying to release from his side to get that possession back for the Tigers, and they'll do so. Dean Scully chipping it down low to his partner on the wall, who is DeMarco, but it's gotten out there by the Cardinals in number 7, John Oliver. Scully now with speed from behind his net. He'll enter the offensive zone from the right side, holding on his forehand. Now chipped into the corner. And it will be a scrum for possession. Good job by Carson Blockley, getting it over to Breezak, who will release from the half wall, passing it back over on the backhand of Blockley. Blockley over to Scully at the point. Scully fakes the shot, back over to Braden Caseman, who's a big rebound, goes out into the front just to the right of the net, and that one will be stopped by the Cardinals. They'll try to wrap the puck out, and it's kept in here by Caseman. Caseman over to Scully. Scully will walk the line. He'll lose possession of that puck. He'll now have to move it over to Ian Breezak. Breezak, backhanded pass over to DeMarco. DeMarco has a lot of time and space. Now back over to Caseman. Here's the shot from the point. Big rebound in front, and that one is swept away from the Cardinals. Shot from Bennett Rose. Now a big rebound. And I've said that a lot tonight, but wow, that was the biggest one. Here's the shot from Caseman. Big save by Salib. 8 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the second. 41 to go in the power play for the Tigers. A flurry of opportunities. Salib will keep this game at 1-0.
What a shift there by Caseman, and really the entire Ridgefield power play was humming there. Moving the puck well, putting the pucks on net. Those rebounds are juicy right now. That last shot by Caseman was probably a little too high. Didn't allow for any more rebound.
Face-off now won by the Tigers. Hertwig trying to get it over to Bennett Rose, who will slap the puck in down low, and it looks like he was tripped there. We wanted a call, didn't get it. Joey Couch now, passing it over to Gallagher. Gallagher back over to Couch on the far side on the half wall. He'll wrap around his defenseman over to Gallagher. Here's the shot, and that one's blocked by the stick there of 17. No, I'm sorry, that was 13, and Dylan Murray will get a blocked shot on the play. 8 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the second. Good passing play there from Couch and Gallagher.
Yeah, that's the right play if you're Couch. You want to go ahead and establish some zone time. You don't want to just shoot for no reason.
Big face-off win there by Couch. Avalani got the shot on net, but it's steered off to the side by Salib. Now Rose across the zone over for Gallagher. That was too hot to handle, as he'll now have to pass that over to Couch. Couch patiently waiting to move the puck. Now moves it over with a saucer pass to Gallagher. Gallagher back over to Couch on the half wall. Gallagher over across the zone for Rose. He'll now fake the shot. Big save there from Salib. Big rebound. Gotten wide by the stick of Salib. Now 7 minutes, 55 seconds, and the power play will expire. Looks like a 2-on-1 here for the Cardinals developing, but now gotten back his Couch, so he'll stop that opportunity. Here's the shot. It will be blocked off the shot from Odelfelt. Now from the corner. Steered away by the side there by Avalani. Now a flip pass over to Hertwig, and it will get on net from Gallagher. Now 7 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the second. And the Tigers unable to capitalize on their power play opportunity.
Some extracurriculars there from Teddy Johnson maybe, but here's the replay of the shot for Ridgefield. The rebound chance, and that was when Bennett Rose had his hands in the air on the blue line. He thought that puck was going to get buried for sure. Ridgefield still looking for their first. Just about halfway through the game. Boy, a lot less goals than we expected tonight. Only one so far, whereas we had 12 in the matchup between these two teams the last time.
Still a lot of time for more goal scoring to occur, but as the game sits right now, very tight, very even. The Tigers seem to be owning possession of the puck in the second period. So down by our end, but let's see if that can continue Now it's even strength. The Cardinals with the forehand shot just misses wide as Teddy Johnson almost capitalized on that one.
He was looking short side cheese. There was a little bit of room there.
Oldefelt over to Matthews from the point. Here's the shot. It's blocked before it can get to the net. Teddy Johnson now over to Meehan. Meehan moving it down low. Johnson in front! And had a really good opportunity there for the captain of the Cardinals. Now Meehan behind the net. Taken there by Blockley. Gotten back by the Cardinals. Out to the point for Matthews. He'll play it down low for Oldefelt, who's at the half wall on the far end. Now Meehan moves it back over to Matthews. He'll try to get a shot on net. It's blocked there by Macklin Landry. Puck now below the goal line behind the net. Meehan holding possession for the Cardinals. He'll now try to move it over there to 20 and Will Flasso. And the Tigers still can't get the puck out of the net, or out of their zone, rather. Carson Blockley having trouble defending his own side. Now it's gotten off of a hand there by the Tigers, and it will enter the Cardinal zone. High off the glass and out to the neutral zone. Vallejo gets a stick on that. Might be too many men here for the Tigers. Looks like the Cardinals might get a power play opportunity.
Yeah, Tigers got caught with the second period. The benches are far away, and so if you get hemmed in your own defensive end for too long, the players are too tired. You just can't get a line change, and there was a moment there where the Tigers had 6 guys on the ice. It doesn't look like they're going to be called for a penalty, though.
No, they will. As there's only 4 black jerseys on the ice here for the Tigers with 5 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the second period. This was supposed to be their opportunity to even the score, but now the Cardinals getting a really good opportunity to lengthen that lead.
Yeah, just as we start talking about how much zone time Ridgefield has had in this period, this is one way to sway momentum back to Greenwich. Already up 1, looking for their second.
And you can see both teams skating hard here as the ice is pretty chopped up late into the second. Here's a shot from the point. Big rebound out in front, with patiently waiting to stuff the backhand home. And it will be a stoppage of play. The referee sees that the net is dislodged. And that was a really good opportunity there from John Oliver, patiently holding on the backhand. Let's see if we get another look at that.
Take a look at how far out of his crease Britton is not even touching any blue paint right now. He gets out of position, but a good job by the Ridgefield D to sort of play goaltender there. Net comes off its pegs, and the stoppage.
Face-off won by the Cardinals. Quick shot on net. Very good opportunity there from the Cardinals, but gotten out by Ridgefield. Craig Hertwig now pinning the puck along the wall below the Cardinals' goal line behind Salib. Now Matthews will come in and help out. Pass out to the neutral zone. Offsides it will. Go 5 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the second period. 1-0. The Cardinals still lead, and they're still in the power play for another minute and 22.
It's an interesting play there by Ridgefield to sort of pin the puck up against the boards, trying to take a few extra seconds off of this penalty kill. Still a minute 22 to go.
Good slap forward there by Joey Couch. We saw that earlier in the game in the offensive zone where he got a shot that was high and wide, but it was definitely a quick one.
Had some pepper on it.
The forecheck here by Avalani and Couch. Both sporting the A's for this Tigers team. Now Meehan from behind his net, taking the puck from Matthews. Really good forecheck here from Joey Couch as he'll take possession for the Tigers on the penalty kill. On the left side, he'll get a shot, but it's stopped there by Odelfelt. Beautiful forecheck again by Couch. Now pinning the puck up against the wall again. It seems like that's the Tigers' penalty kill move. The Cardinals will enter the offensive zone. It's slapped forward there by Carson Blockley, not letting anybody get behind him. Now 35 seconds to go in the Cardinal power play and 4:30 to go in the second period. Gotten out to the neutral zone, slapped forward there by Kaseman. Now the Cardinals will take it back. Nice stop there by Blockley, trying to make an indirect pass to Hertwig. And it looks like a Cardinal player will go down, but the Play was stopped when the Cardinals touched the puck, so I don't think it's a power play coming up here, but merely an injury whistle. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the second.
Let's see what happens out of this. This was behind the play. A collision. Greenwich player did not have the puck there.
I think they were slapping at it, and it was in the possession of Carson Blockley when the Cardinal player was taken down. So I think since he was making an attempt at the puck, it will not be called interference, and there was no penalty on the play. Taken here by Flatzo. Now a backhanded pass over to Johnson. They'll move it across the zone. Now holding possession is Medico. Back over to Odefeld, who will move it over to Johnson. Behind the net, Meehan over to Johnson. In front of the net, the shot, they score! And you can see it here again. Big celebration. And a very nice finish.
Yeah, you know, the penalty had just expired and didn't seem like the Tigers were interested in continuing to play defense. For whatever reason, they lose Greenwich there high in the slot, and that shot is just too easy. Britton, nothing you can do about that.
That's a golden opportunity there for Teddy Johnson, the captain of this Cardinals team, wearing the C on his left shoulder. He'll put that one home, and it'll be 2-0 Cardinals lead against the Tigers late in the second period. Gotten deep into the Ridgefield Tigers zone is 13. That was Dylan Murray. Slapped forward there by his brother, Aiden Murray. Taken by Bennett Rose. Chipped out to the middle of the ice. Now DeMarco coming off the pass from Breezak. With one hand on his stick, now moves it forward and chips it in down low and deep below the goal line. Trying to make a backhanded pass out to Breezak in front, can't do so. It looks like the Tigers are going to go to the box once again. Chippy play. Lack of discipline there, and it looks like the Tigers are going to go back to the penalty kill.
Yeah, this is absolutely crushing on the road to have another penalty kill. This was, again, behind the play. It has nothing to do with the Greenwich player who's trying to clear the puck and just can't be taking those penalties. If you're Ridgefield right now, you made the long drive over. You got on the bus on Winter Garden Ice Arena. You came out here, and now you're down 2-0, and you're going back to the PK.
Timmy Gallagher now at the top of the triangle, or the diamond, I should say, on the penalty kill for the Tigers. Meehan with the slap shot. Big save, and it's stopped there by Britton with the glove. 3 minutes and 1 second to go in the second period, and 1 minute and 49 to go in the power play here for the Cardinals.
Take another look here from our behind-the-net cam. This shot easily gloved. He had a lot of time to see that puck and nobody in front.
So the play abruptly stops after the faceoff. It looks like they're going to kick the Greenwich Cardinals center out, which was John Meehan. Odefeld will replace him. Gallagher can't win that one back. Odefeld credited with the faceoff win here for the Cardinals. They'll get it down low and on the near side in the corner. Now the recent goal scorer out to the front, and Odefeld just whiffs on that with the backhand. Looks like Timmy Gallagher entering the offensive zone from the left side here will get a shot and steered away to the side by the stick there of Salib. And Meehan will restart play here for the Cardinals on their power play. Man advantage with 1 minute and 20 to go. On the forehand, it looks like he's taken down by his own demise. Now back out there over to Matthews, over to Murray, and the point shot is blocked before it can get to the net there by Carson Blockley, who's going to try to chip it all the way down the length of the ice. Taken there by Johnson. Johnson will get the puck back after the pass there from Matthews, and a big hit there from Braden Caseman. And you can hear the Tiger bench loving it, but now a defensive mishap there by the Tigers as they let 3 Cardinals all alone on the power play on the right side of the ice. Thankfully, nothing happened from it. Now 2 minutes to go in the second period. Now to the front. Oh, and that far side chance stopped there by Britton. Cardinals still holding possession on their power play in their offensive zone. 35 seconds to go. Here's the shot, and it will be tipped on net, but a big save there from the left pad of Britton. Across the zone for Matthews, can't get it out now. Hertwig trying to chip it past him for Gallagher, but can't do so. And Olefelt will chip it on net. The Tigers will now collect in their own end. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage here for the Cardinals. They'll chip it all the way down the length of the ice. Hertwig and Gallagher will go for a change. Here comes Avalani and Couch spilling over the boards. Matthews now holding on the forehand. The big defenseman, left-handed player, goes entering the offensive zone from the left side. Now to the middle, and that shot lazily placed wide of the net. Now chip over to the front, and a big opportunity there from Tom Lanzarone. He had an opportunity just as good as Teddy Johnson's. Unable to get a stick on that one. Chip down low. Fighting for possession below the goal line here are the Tigers and the Cardinals. Looks like Avalani now passing over to Couch, and it looks like penalty, interference. Salih will touch the puck up. Now 39.3 to go in the second period, and the Tigers will go back to the man advantage. They're second of the game, down 2. Crucial time for them.
Yeah, it's about time. You know, this aggressive play by Greenwich, eventually it's going to result in penalties if they continue to play like that. And that was just an obvious call. Puck was actually nowhere near Joey Couch at the time. He takes a hit, but his team is now going to go to the power play.
Nice play there by Couch. He'll win the faceoff back, and that one is chipped past Gallagher's glove. Britton out of his net to play that one for Gallagher. Uses the forehand, passes it over to Bennett Rose, and that one hits off of Rose's skate, almost back towards the net. Couch entering the offensive zone from the left side over to Hertwig. Hertwig now trying to place it on net. Can't do so as it's blocked before it can get there. Avalani now over to Rose. Here's the shot, and looks like Salib couldn't see that one. Big shot from Gallagher. He shoots. He scores. And a nice celebration with 10.8 to go in the second period. Makes it 2-1 on the power play. And the Tigers now within 1 late in the second.
Talk about a momentum swing. Ridgefield looked down and out, but that shot from Timmy Gallagher is an absolute snipe. And here's from behind the net. You can see left side of your screen, the shot's going to come. Goaltender Salib actually never sees it.
And you got to give credit to George Aviolani in front of the net there, screening and the perfect spot, covering Salib's eyes. Salib had no chance to save that one with all the bodies in front of him. Beautiful play here for the Tigers. Now a big forecheck. Now Gallagher in front of the net, and that one will go past Couch's stick. Now another rebound. Now for Gallagher. Gets the shot off, but a nice save by Salib. And wow, what a period. This game is now 2-1. And the Tigers, with dying seconds left in the second, will make it. So they're only down 1 instead of 2. What'd you see that period?
Yeah, down 2 and going to the PK. It looked like all hope was lost for the Tigers, quite frankly. But after that goal from Timmy Gallagher, this complexion of this game has completely changed. Ridgefield has all the momentum. Let's see if they can carry any of that over into the third period. That was a much better period from them as far as the offensive side of the game. They were able to maintain possession. They weren't just dumping the puck in. They were getting on it. They were forechecking. So look to see more of that in the third.
You are seeing the Greenwich Cardinal team helping out their goaltender, Will Salib, who at the last play there, sliding across to make the stop against Gallagher, which he did so, and kept this game at 2-1. Seems like he was injured, and he had to be carried all the way from the far end net to the other zone, all the way across the ice. So we hope Will Salib can carry on in this game. Looks like he actually lost his blade, so it doesn't seem to be an injury.
Yep.
So he'll just have to pop that one back into place.
You can see it there on the replay from our behind the net cam. You can see the blade go sliding away off his left foot. So some repairs are going to need to be made if they're going to have Salib come out for the third period. Backup goaltender Rosenthal, he's ready to go, though. Greenwich has a lot of confidence in him if he's needed.
And it was a really good period of play from both teams. A lot of power play opportunities from both sides. The Tigers were able to capitalize on their final opportunity of the period with Timmy Gallagher's goal. And you knew he was going to score one. You could just see in the way he was skating today, him and Hertwig have really been working hard on the forecheck. along with Joey Couch. They're finishing their checks below the goal line, and it almost resulted in a second goal late in the second period off Gallagher's forecheck. But with that, we enter the third. The Tigers down 1 to the Cardinals here at the Dorothy Hamill Skating Rink in Greenwich, Connecticut. Stick around, stay tuned for third period action. We'll resume from center ice. We'll see you later. And, folks, we are back here at the Dorothy Hamill Ice Arena in Greenwich, Connecticut for third period action. The Tigers and the Cardinals. Cardinals lead 2-1 to start this third period. Coming off of the late goal there from Timmy Gallagher, just 10 seconds remaining in the second period. If you were Rob Miller, Christian, what are you saying to them in the locker room?
Yeah, listen, the guys that have been on the ice the most tonight are the guys that are going to be on the ice the most in this third period. This is an important period of play for both these teams. Ridgefield has not just this game to play, but one other game against Fairfield Prep, which they're looking to win. Looking to start thinking about that now, although 15 more minutes to get this done. They got to get one to get this thing tied up, and they've, I think, had the better of the majority of the offensive chances in this game. So if they keep the pressure up, should be able to get one early on in this third.
Well, with that, that brings us to the start of the third period. We will resume play from center ice. And starting on the ice is your usual Joey Couch, Craig Hertwig, and centering the two of them. This is number 13 and Timmy Gallagher. Bennett Rose and Dean Scully are the defensemen to start this third period here for the Tigers. And Salib is back in the net. We mentioned it at the end of the period there in the second, that on his transfer back over to the left side of the net to stop Gallagher on his rebound opportunity as the waning seconds of the second had gone, Salib's skate blade had been dislodged from his tube, so seems like they got that fixed. He's back there, out there on the ice now for the Cardinals to start this third. Doesn't seem like there's any problem now. High off the glass, and it will be kept in there from Bennett Rose, but now gotten out by Teddy Johnson. Offsides here from the Cardinals. Still delayed offsides, as it didn't look like they checked up. That puck is wrapped by Johnson. It will actually end up going all the way down the length of the ice. Good forecheck here from George Avalani. He's the first player on that one. He'll pass it over to DeMarco, who will make a backhanded try at that one to play it farther down the half wall. And it's stopped there by Greenwich. They'll get it in deep after hitting the red line. Bennett Rose, an indirect pass over here to Braden Kaseman. Kaseman off the glass. Now over to Prezak. Beautiful play by Avalani, and now it's a 2-on-1. DeMarco offsides.
Very close play there. Not everybody in the fans agreed with the call. It was a close play, though.
I think
a play to break the puck out, though, with that one touch. Sends himself, and you can see Ridgefield player trying to drag a foot.
Yeah. Looks like both
Ref
the
had
feet
the
are
best
going to
view
enter
of it.
there. Ref did have the best view, and he'll make the correct call. Now DeMarco with a big shot, and the rebound from Avalani. Big save by Salib. Golden opportunity once again here for the Tigers trying to tie it up. Now DeMarco, and it's stolen here by Max Corbo of the Cardinals. They'll get it into their own end, and they'll have to regroup. Now Glickman getting the puck in deep here for the Cardinals. They'll go back to that ferocious forecheck that they've had all game. DeMarco now on the right wing will carry with possession. He'll hit the red line. He'll softly chip it into the corner of the far end. Now Justin Simonello on the forecheck here for the Tigers. In to help him out there is Valea. Pass out to the point. Shot by Scully, stopped by the blocker of Salib. Now in the far end corner. Fighting for possession here are the Tigers and the Cardinals, as it's a scrum for possession. Valea now moving his body Good job by Simonello to get it out to Scully at the point. Here's the shot. Big save there by Salib, and he'll cover that one up. 12:49 to go in the third.
A lot of pressure right now by the Tigers. It's going to get late early for them here in this third period. Only 15 minutes. So the clock is already ticking, although it's only been 2 minutes. Ridgefield seems to have the majority of the chances so far in the third.
That's a really good quick shift there from the third line of these Tigers forwards to get the puck in deep and force an offensive zone faceoff. Now the first line of forwards can get out there and try to get to work. Scully and Hertwig playing a game of pass between each other, and they'll get it below the goal line. Big hit there from Joey Couch. Now the Cardinals able to get it out of their own zone. Gallagher now holding possession on the forehand. Chips it off the boards over to Couch, and it'll just go past his stick. Now Murray, Troy Murray entering the offensive zone from the center. Now on the backhand, chipped to the corner there by Bennett Rose. High off the glass from Couch, and it looks like it will go down the length of the ice for an icing. Of course, in high school hockey, they can go for the change there, so no harm done. Just face off deep into the Ridgefield end with 12:10 to go in the third.
Yeah, and you can see Ridgefield trying to cycle it in on the offense. They're getting in behind the net. They're putting a lot of pressure. There's the replay of the hit.
Could have been called an interference, but good thing it wasn't. The game will stay even strength. Chip down low for the Cardinals below the goal line. Now Ian Breezak taking possession, now battling along the half wall on this near side. Now Braden Caseman mishandles that puck. It gets all the way to Britton, but they're able to keep that one out of the net. Carson Blockley can't keep that one out, or get that one out, I should say. Now Avalani now heads south and wraps the puck along towards the far end, reverses the side. Kept in there by number 20 and Will Flatto. He'll hold possession on the forehand. Now a fake pass to the front, still holding possession, gets it out to the point. Flatto lets that puck get by him. Now Meehan back out to Flatto at the point, and it looks like Odelfelt got in front of that pass. Now Breezak intercepting that puck in the neutral zone, taken back by the Cardinals, and now slap at that puck by Johnson and Blockley. Blockley now holding possession, gets it off the boards and over there to 14 and Ryder Broderick of the Tigers. Nice play by Caseman. That was Blockley's pass over to Simonello. Here's the shot from the right side. Stopped there by the glove of Salib. It'll be a stoppage of play. Face-off to the left of him in the Cardinals zone with 11:02 to go in the third.
Opportunity now for Ridgefield to kind of reset with an offensive zone draw. Get the guys that you want out there. Set up the play you like. 11 minutes to play.
Face-off one here by the Tigers as they push it forward. Taken here by Cam Glickman. Off the boards and out for the Cardinals. And the Tigers will take back possession in the neutral zone. They'll slap it back over to the Cardinals. Now Matthews trying to move it forward. Intercepted there by Simonello. Here's the shot from Valea. Glove down by Salib. Good job from this third line of forwards again. Forcing the offensive face-off here for the Tigers. Getting enough pressure on the Cardinals defensemen to keep it in their end.
Yeah, in the neutral zone, these Greenwich forwards are flying. Looking to take the body. You can see Zukowski on that last play disrupted Simonolo's effort to get the puck in.
Now Glickman heading back towards his own net. Now passes over to the far end. Beautiful little pass there, but it can't get cleanly on Alex Zukowski's stick. Greenwich parents and fans and bench wanted a call there from Couch. Now Gallagher slapping it forward on the backhand. We're definitely going to see that one again. Now Joey Couch backhanded pass over to Hertwig, and that one will go wide. Now Zukowski really trying to throw a big hit. He'll just miss Couch. Nice job by Couch in the forecheck. The Tigers will now regroup in their own end. Dean Scully looking to hit the red line and dumping in deep. He'll now make a couple moves, but he's going to have to regroup once again. That puck is going to not be icing as it went past Matthews' skate. And Troy Murray will be back to handle the puck here for the Cardinals. Bennett Rose makes an interception in the neutral zone. He'll now regroup in his own end. On the backhand. Enters the offensive zone from the left side. Beautiful pass over to DeMarco, who will give it right back on the indirect pass over to Rose. Rose wanted a call. Pass in front for Breezak. Nobody there. Intercepted here by the Cardinals. Moving the other way is Odelfelt. Moving it pass and over to the stick of Meehan. It's just too far for him. Odelfelt whiffs on the shot. Chip over to the boards by Avalani. Taken back by Odelfelt. Back over to Meehan below the goal line. Chip pass in front. Big rebound and a nice save by Britton. Odefeld couldn't get a stick on the rebound opportunity, and DeMarco will get it out into the neutral zone. Odefeld now over to Troy Murray. One of the 3 Murray brothers on this Cardinals team. Keeping it in the family. Ooh, a big hit from behind from Kaseman. I think the sound was a little bit bigger than it was, but nevertheless, he'll go to the box. Looks like 2 minutes for boarding. Let's see a replay.
Teddy Johnson, the captain for the Greenwich team. You can see him there taking a hit, and he's going to send his team to the power play as maybe a little bit too much of the numbers. What are they going to call here? Boarding?
Wasn't too malicious. Seems like it's a cross check. So 2 minutes. Tigers will go to the box. 8 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the third period. Tigers still down 1. Now going to the box, and it looks like the Cardinals are going to return the favor. 4-on-4 to ensue.
That's kind of what the doctor ordered. If you're Ridgefield right now, you don't want to spend 2 minutes of this, only 8 minutes and 59 seconds left, killing a penalty, and you can see it there on your screen. Greenwich player
Aiden Murray, I believe, took him down in the corner.
Getting a little overzealous on the power play there and ends up costing his team the entire 2 minutes.
8 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the third. Now 4-on-4 hockey face-off deep in the Cardinal zone to the right of William Salib. Timmy Gallagher in to take the face-off once again, trying to win it back to Dean Scully. Can't do so, but it's chipped into the corner. He's going to win back possession off of the face-off loss. Now Craig Hertwig, forechecking hard and deep, but now taken there and chipped past the stick of Rose. It will be icing as Teddy Johnson got his stick on that one behind the red line. So now face-off deep in the Cardinals zone, once again to the left of Salib. Just 5 seconds separating the 2 penalties. So the Tigers will get 5 seconds of man advantage time. And then it will quickly be back to 5-on-5. Almost dropped my score sheet there. Now John Meehan wins the faceoff here for the Cardinals. A lot of room out there for the players to skate, and he'll take all of it that he can. Now a shot on the forehand, just off the back of the net. So not a shot registered on goal. Big chip into open ice by Gallagher. Beautiful play, but taken here by Glickman. Dean Scully passing it across the zone here for Rose. Rose, indirect pass back over to Scully. And he'll hit an indirect pass over to Hertwig. They'll enter the offensive zone from the left side. Here's the shot, and that one will just go wide. I believe it got a piece of Salib's stick, so it will be a save. Rose over to Scully. On the backhand now. Almost keeping it in, but now here comes a breakaway here. Teddy Johnson to the backhand of the forehand. Beautiful save there by Britton. Staying tall and on top of the crease the entire time. 7:40 to go in the third. Huge save there. Let's see it again.
That might just be the spark that this Ridgefield team needed. Britton standing tall here. Take a look at this angle that you get, and tried to go back to the glove hand side. Not effective against a goaltender like Britton.
Great job there from James Britton to stay on top of his crease. He didn't want to make the first move. He let Teddy Johnson do that, and then he reacted in the correct way. Very beautiful textbook goaltending there from Britton. Looks like Blockley having trouble getting around the referee there. He'll move it over to Hudson Block. And now he'll move it across the ice over to Joey Couch, who's out there with Avalani. It seems like they're a penalty-killing duo, but also a 4-on-4 duo. Those two wingers know how to forecheck. They know how to finish their hit as well. They've been doing a lot of that today, as you see it behind the net now. Couch helping out his goaltender, also helping out Dean Scully. 7:04 to go in the third. Just 10 seconds remaining on the penalty here from Kaseman. So he'll come out of the box, and the Tigers will have 5 seconds to work. Might not be enough.
You can see the extracurriculars here as Britton, taking no chances, wants to cover that puck up immediately. The stakes are starting to raise with 7 minutes to play.
Now 2 players being thrown in the box from each side. So it will remain 4-on-4. Those are incidental minors there. Couch in the box, along with 18, who's Odelfeld, who's been out there a while here for the Cardinals. That will be no icing as there's a chance for Murray to touch that one up. He'll restart play from below his goal line. Now the Tigers have 5 seconds of power play time. Breezak spills over the boards. Drop pass over for Rose. He'll walk. He'll fire. The shot tipped on net. Now a big rebound. A nice save there by Salib. And now even strength 5-on-5. The play will resume. But nice play there from the Tigers on that 5 seconds of power play that we mentioned.
Yeah, Salib here. He doesn't actually track this puck. It takes the deflection on its way to the net. And Salib is lucky that it hit him. The rebound is quickly gobbled up.
Good opportunity there from Breezak, almost slapping that one home. Puck was just on its side, though, so couldn't really get it strong. Breezak will stay out there. Looks like as well as Valea and DeMarco. Good forecheck here from Valea. He'll regain possession, but the Cardinals will take it back quickly. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third. 2-1, the Cardinals lead. Indirect pass. That one will go the length of the ice. Lockley didn't have a chance on that one. It will be an icing.
So teams go back to full strength here. It's important right now for Ridgefield to not spend any more time in their defensive zone. They're going to be focused right now on maintaining possession, getting quality shots on net, and trying to tie this game.
So Avalani is going to replace Couch on this line of first forwards because Couch is in the box. Poor forecheck here from the Tigers. Now the Cardinals will be able to enter the offensive zone from the left side with not much trouble at all. Now Troy Murray behind the red line. They're not going to call an icing. That would have been called an icing if it wasn't a delayed offside at the same time. A little bit of confusion there from the two referees that are on the ice. Below the goal line. Bennett Rose trying to get it out, but kept in here by Troy Murray. A backhanded indirect pass will be stopped there, and it looks like the Tigers now even strength. Over to Gallagher. He's all alone. The shot, big save there by Salib on the 3-on-1 opportunity. What a play, and this building is loud for him.
Boy, what more can you ask for if you're Ridgefield there? You got Timmy Gallagher one-on-one against the goaltender. Got to give Salib a lot of credit.
Bennett Rose now taking the pass from Scully. Shot saved there by the glove of Salib. And you can hear the crowd. The Cardinals fans loving Salib's play today. He's been standing on his head. He's only allowed one goal. And that came late in the second period. Just 5 minutes, 23 to go in the third. Cardinals still lead by 1.
Yeah, he did a good job of cutting off the angle on Timmy Gallagher here. You can see the replay on this 2-on-1. Gallagher gets the pass, and there's Salib coming out to his crease to cut off that angle.
Face-off won by the Tigers. They got a quick shot from Kaseman. That one will hit the left pad and will go off into the corner. Now a scrum for possession below the goal line. Kaseman unsure if he should go play that one, and he'll ultimately decide not to. It will be an icing there by the Cardinals once again. Good job by Kaseman to read that play.
Yeah, Ridgefield's okay with letting Greenwich ice the puck as much as they want. They'll take as many offensive zone draws as the Cardinals are willing to give them. Gives them a chance to get the right personnel on the ice as got some shifting going around from the penalties that have expired.
Looks like Odelfeld will come out of the box for the Cardinals and Couch will come out of the box for the Tigers. So he'll rejoin his first line of forwards with Hertwig and Gallagher. And we resume play with the faceoff won by the Tigers. The shot is put on net. It did get there. And it will be taken down all the way.
Penalty here coming up. It's going to be on Greenwich.
Yeah, it is on Greenwich.
A massive chance now. Take a look at the replay. Let's see when we see the call, and there it is right there on Joey Couch. He gets taken down by Zukovsky. Zukovsky will sit for 2 minutes of the remaining 4:55. A chance now, the best of the game for Ridgefield.
Now you'd have to think the Tigers are considering some sort of timeout call here. They are awarded one per game. They decide not to use it. But 4 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the third period.
I think the Greenwich players, they've been stuck out there for a long time, and they don't want to go to some of their depth players, so this is a chance for Ridgefield to keep the pressure up.
Looks like it will be a high sticking, so now the face-off deep in the Ridgefield zone with minute 49 to go on the power play, 4 minutes 45 to go in the third. Unfortunate play there from the Tigers. Bennett Rose has got his stick a little bit high of the crossbar there and above his shoulders as well, so high sticking. Face off deep in the Ridgefield zone. One back by the Cardinals. Here's the shot on the penalty kill. Big save by the blocker of Britton. Teddy Johnson gets it towards the net, and Rose will play it over to Gallagher. Gallagher now moves past Odelfelt, gets around the second player. Now the shot, big save, and he'll get the rebound, backhands it over to Hertwig. Hertwig over to Rose. Rose, quarterback in the power play, over to Hertwig, across the zone for Gallagher, trying to get the one-timer, can't do so. Couch now, holding on his forehand, trying to wrap the puck, and the referee got in the way of the cycle, and Avalani was taken down in front of the net. Some of the fans, you can hear them now yelling for a call. They didn't get it. Now just 1:05 to go in the Tiger power play. Couch trying to move it over to Avalani. Can't do so. Now just a minute to go in the third.
Under 4 to play in the game now, Michael. This is when it's crunch time.
Couch. The whiff on that pass over to Bennett Rose. Now 50 seconds to go. Looks like this power play doesn't have much gas. Rose now. He'll wrap that puck as he enters the offensive zone. First player on that is a white and red jersey. Now pass across the zone. Whiffs on that one, but Blockley still holds possession. Now on his backhand. Below the goal line. Pass it over to Hertwig. Hertwig over to Rose. Rose, again, the quarterback of this power play, over to Gallagher. Gallagher on the point. A nice slick backhanded pass to Couch, and he'll return the favor, and they'll play pass. Now Couch walking the line. Here's the shot. It's blocked, and now we'll go wide. Carson Blockley moving over to Hertwig. Kept in here by Rose, but a beautiful hit there from number 11 and Will Jacobs. He'll leave the zone, and the Tigers now taking possession, but without any speed. Now 5 seconds. They'll intercept the puck here to the Cardinals. Meehan across the zone. Pass, and the shot is high and wide. Even strength, 5-on-5. The Tigers squander their opportunity there. It really would have been good to even up the score on the man advantage. Now the Cardinals gaining that extra momentum after that penalty kill. Just 2:35 to go in this third. Good forecheck here from the Cardinals. We saw it all game. It started to slow down in the second, but now here it comes. Ian Breezak passing over to DeMarco. Timmy Gallagher still out there. He'll now go for a change as DeMarco hits the red line and dumps it in deep.
We'll keep our eye on Britton with under 2.5 to play.
Tigers just down one, looking to pull the goalies soon, but they're going to have to get some offensive pressure. Big hit there by Braden Caseman, standing his man up. Now at the other end of the Cardinals, here's the shot. That one just goes wide, and it's kept in here by Matthews. Meehan, that puck goes by his stick. I think it was intentional as he was trying to reverse the side. Valea, not enough there as Caseman will take back possession here for the Tigers. Moving it over to Scully. That one will go off his stick. And now taken back here by Odelfelt and the Cardinals. Breezak with the interception in the defensive zone. Now the Tigers moving forward. He'll enter the offensive from the left side. A chip into the front, and now nice play there by Corbo. Gotten out to Caseman at the point. Corbo now trying to move it. Caseman trying to keep that one in. It's a delayed offsides. 1:35 to go in the third.
All that zone time for Greenwich just ate up all the late stages of this third period. All of a sudden, there's no time left in this game.
Caseman with one hand on the stick. It'll be an interception here by the Cardinals. Backhanded pass stopped there from Gallagher. Now Hertwig and Gallagher trying to make some magic. Looks like Britton was trying to go to the bench there, but he had to get back in the net to make the stop. So 1:16 to go in the third. 2-1, the Cardinals still lead. Face off deep in the Ridgefield end to the right of Britton.
With only 76 ticks left of the clock, you got to imagine Britton's going to be looking for any chance he can get to come off and get an extra skater out there. It looks like a timeout's going to be called here by Ridgefield to think about what they want to do with this.
So Coach Rob Miller brings his team in to talk about the remaining minute and 16 seconds that his team will be awarded.
Let's take a look at the replay here.
Let's take a look.
Ridgefield on the offensive chance. And you can see
it was a wrapped puck here. It went off of the referee's skate, and the Cardinals were able to get it out easily.
So unlucky there. And then this keep-in and a big hit by Greenwich. That stirred up the fans in this arena.
That was a big play from Will Jacobs there, getting the puck out for the Cardinals, out into the neutral zone with the body check. There's that physical play that we've seen from Greenwich over the past however many years. They've played the same brand of hockey that they have when they started this program. They play fast, they play physical, and they finish every check. That happened all game today, and we were expecting a high-scoring affair since the last time these two teams played. It was 7-5 in Ridgefield. Now here in Greenwich, it's a tight one, 2-1.
Yeah, teams have not finished their opportunities. It's not for lack of trying. They've had chances at both ends. Both goaltenders have been really good. But now with 1:16 to go, it's going to be best on best. Your most experienced players against their most experienced players. These are all the seniors here for Ridgefield.
And you know it, I know it. This is a hard place to play when you're on the road. So to come in to this Tigers club trying to get this tying goal with 1:16 to go, they're going to have to give a little bit more if they want to even it up. Play off the boards here from Bennett Rose. It looks like it will be an icing, but Matthews looked like he got a stick on that.
It's perplexing there. It looked like it may have almost redirected off the Greenwich player, but not a lot of time ticks off there.
Just 1:09 to go. Face off to the right of Britton once again.
Yeah, Ridgefield won't have to adjust their game plan much. The exact same face-off 6 seconds later.
Face off won by the Cardinals. Now chipped in on net just to kill some more time. Only killed about 3 seconds, so 1:05 to go.
Well, Groundhog Day was a couple weeks ago, but we're starting to see it now with a couple of these face-offs back-to-back.
Oh,
that was
and
the
Timmy
chance.
Gallagher streaking across the point, almost made the interception. He would have been sprung away for a breakaway. He would have been all alone. Caseman passing it over on the wrap for Hertwig. Now Joey Couch will join the offensive rush, and the Tigers will now send Britton to the bench. 6-on-5. We will play out the rest of this 45 seconds. Cardinals able to get it out to the neutral zone. Looks like Johnson still holding possession. The shot to score. And his second goal of the game, it will ice it. And the Cardinals seemingly avoid the sweep against the Tigers 3-1. They now lead with just 39.5 to go in the third.
Tigers got the puck in deep there, but they weren't able to keep it in. And when the goaltender's pulled and you can't keep the puck in, bad things are going to happen. 2-goal deficit now with only 40 seconds to play. It looks like there will be...
Yeah, it looks like John Meehan is going to get sent off the ice here. I believe after the goal was scored, he skated past the Ridgefield bench. And yeah, Meehan's going to be sent off the ice here. Unsportsmanlike conduct. He might be out for the next game. And the Cardinals have to play North Haven to end off their regular season. Like we were saying before, this was a tester game here for the Tigers as they played the Greenwich Cardinals before earlier in the season. They were really working up here till the prep game, which is this Saturday. This was not what you wanted to see from the Tigers in this game.
No, certainly not. I mean, they fought hard. They played their best, but the physicality from this Greenwich team early on really set the tone. And Ridgefield just not able to score enough goals. Obviously, that's how it goes in this game. But they'll start to look ahead towards Fairfield Prep as they end their year.
Looks like Ian Breezak and Odelfelt were chirping each other, having words back and forth. It will be an icing. So now the Tigers getting an opportunity to score a goal here, trying to make this game 3-2. With just 35 seconds to go, they will pull the goalie once again. So some aggressive coaching here. And, 35 seconds to go, you got nothing to lose. You're already down 2. You might as well try to get that.
You get a quick one here off the draw. You still maybe have some time to set up a final play. Just like they did at the end of the second period, Ridgefield scores late. They had another chance with under 5 seconds to play.
Looks like they still
are allowed to have him out
there.
there.
The referees didn't know that the goalie was off, so he did send a player off because he saw 6-on-5, but it should be 6-on-5 because the goalie is vacant. Looks like Braden Caseman was in the right spot, just couldn't get a stick on it. Taken here by the Cardinals. Chipped wide of the net. And it looks like the referee trying to govern the ice here with just 20 seconds to go. Power play going to the Greenwich Cardinals. And Max Corbo now makes a big hit. And Braden Caseman didn't like that one. He's going to get his hands in there. A couple of punches. And now it looks like we're going to get a good view of this. This was a chippy game the entire time. And you knew this one was going to be playing in Greenwich. Again, really tough place to play. They're a chippy, aggressive team. And when you stoop down, when you are really less restraintive than the other team, you're going to get called. You're going to go to the box. That's what happened to the Tigers today.
This game has kind of devolved a little bit here, and with 20 seconds to play, there's nothing left to answer as far as the hockey game. Players are just trying to get a little bit of, they're exchanging pleasantries with one another, if you will.
Just 18 seconds to go. And after this, the referee's still trying to get the calls right. Braden Caseman's going to get sent off the ice and into the locker room early. He was punched a couple times. Some obscenities from the fans behind me. I apologize for everybody at home, but this was a frustrating watch for the Tiger fans and the Tiger players. They played hard, just not hard enough. Greenwich really took it to them today.
Yeah, got to give Greenwich a lot of credit. Got to give a lot of credit to their goaltender, Salib, who made a lot of big saves. One on Timmy Gallagher all alone late in that third period. That was going to be the one. If Ridgefield was going to tie the game, that was their best chance to do it. But he stood tall. He stood tall the whole game, and you know what? Let's give James Britton.
Will Britton actually was his brother. That's funny enough that you say that. But yeah, James Britton, he played a fantastic game today. He was peppered with shots from the start. First period seemed to have a lot on him. The second period, it slowed down a little bit. That's when the Tigers were able to gain some momentum in this game, but just not enough.
Referees are deliberating right now about the penalties. This does have implications on,
of course, for the next game.
The rosters for the final game of the regular season. And God forbid anything further as we look towards tournament time here.
Yeah, Braden Caseman was taken off the bench and the ice for the Tigers. He was the one player to be sent off from that side. Max Corbo on the other side, number 8 for the Cardinals, was also sent off. And I believe there was another player down there with Corbo sitting alongside him on the glass watching the game. And I believe that's number 2, John Meehan. So a little bit of a shorter bench. Greenwich has a lot of players. As you can see, them all sitting down there. Even with the 2 missing, they still have a lot of players.
Yeah, certainly a deep team. Both these teams actually did not use all of their players tonight.
And this last 18 seconds, I don't see why you wouldn't just give some of your younger players a shot, get some touches on the ice. The referee's still saying, hey, we need a player in the box here for the Tigers. Because the penalty box is open, and now it will be filled. Macklin Landry will serve the penalty for the remaining 18 seconds. Joey Couch is being sent off the ice, and now it's 5-on-4. The Cardinals have the man advantage for the remaining 18 seconds of this game. That one dragged out, huh? Just a couple of shoves and punches. It'll keep you here. Hertwig taking the puck here for the Tigers as they won the faceoff. They'll try to slap that puck out of the zone. They can't do so. Now 8 seconds to go. Just 5 now. Wraparound opportunity. Big rebound in front, and they'll miss the net, and the Cardinals trying to add to their lead. As John Oliver smiling and holding his head as he missed the net there. The Cardinals will skate off their home ice with a 3-1 win against the Ridgefield Tigers. Big game, big win for Greenwich.
Yeah, tough game there for Ridgefield. They'll look ahead to Fairfield Prep. But overall, a fun night of hockey. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, very much for sticking alongside us. I was Michael Conchtor alongside Christian Conchtor here with MVP TV. Quick shout out to Justin Couette and Joey Delgado for making it all happen, making it possible. We'll see you next time. The Tigers will be playing Fairfield Prep this Saturday, the 21st. And then the FCAC tournament will start. I believe the Tigers are in 4th in the division, but the standings are still going to have to be changed as the Tigers have another game against Fairfield Prep. The Cardinals have another game against North Haven. So that was the game here at the Dorothy Hamill Ice Arena in Greenwich, Connecticut. 3-1, the Cardinals skate off with the win. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We'll see you next time.